Let's warm up our core and our spine. Now, here's where my about 20 years of chiropractic experience comes in. But what we're going to do is we're going to do called pelvic tilts. So I am laying on the ground. My feet are flat on the floor. My head is back against the floor as well. And you can just bring your palms up down to the ground like this. I'm going to move mine so you can see the pelvic movement. And all we're going to do is, I believe what the teenagers call this is a twerk. So we're going to do, let's get this out of the way. We're going to do these pelvic tilts where I'm going to engage my core muscles, like pretend that I'm about to walk up and just punch you in the stomach as hard as I can. What are you going to do? You're going to draw all those core muscles back down. And as a result, that's going to take the curve of your spine and push your curve of your spine into the ground while thrusting your hip forward in a twerking motion. So let's just do 10 of those. 1, it's hard for me to do, breathe. You should exhale on the way up, like you're pushing down, and then inhale as you relax. Let's do 9 more. 2, 3, 4, doesn't hurt to squeeze your booty cheeks either. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A lot easier to do those when you don't have to talk, but that is how you do those. And I will tell you, for our back pain patients, that's where we start. And if you really want to make it juicy, stand up, lean against the wall, and do that against the wall. Those are pelvic tilts. All right, now we're going to warm up with some side bends. They are exactly what they sound like. You're just going to keep your back nice and straight, front to back, from side to side. You're going to take your hand and slide it down your thigh to your knee. We're going to go back and forth like this for 30 seconds, keeping your shoulders back. Watch your breathing.
Exhale as you go down. Inhale when you come up.
And those are side bends.
Okay, you're going to come into, oh, these are twists. Do they have a fancy name?
Spinal twist?
Spinal twist, I think. Okay, however comfortable you can get sitting, right? What we want to do is you're going to take your right hand to your left knee, and you're just going to twist it out. So your head is going to look over your opposite shoulder, and you'll feel a gentle twist. Then you'll switch to the other side. Left hand to right knee, head looking over right shoulder. And repeat. If you want to get an extra twist, you're going to bring a leg over the other leg, right? Your elbow is going to pivot against, press against your knee, and you're going to twist it out again. This one really gets a little bit more into your glute and your hip versus just your back.
I knew we wouldn't get through this without a dog barking.
There you go. Twists.
All right, let's do bird dogs. Some people call these Supermans. We're going to call them bird dogs. So we're going to take opposite hand, opposite leg into extension. So I'm going to start with my left leg and my right hand, and we're just going to bring them out. Hold, come back in, get stable, opposite sides. Hold, bring them down, find your center, hold, bring them down, find center. Repeat this for 30 seconds. Make sure you're squeezing all those back posterior muscles you've got to get blood flow going to those muscles. That, my friends, is a bird dog. Let's get started on the spinal workout. Okay, first one is going to be cat-cows. These are super important for spinal stability. I'm going to have Kim demonstrate them as I talk, because it's impossible for me to breathe and talk correctly through these. So starting off in a tabletop position. Now keep in mind, I've also seen these where you're doing these from a tabletop position. Instead of being down on all fours, you have your arms up on a exercise ball or even a bench, but we're going to start in this tabletop position. And what Kim is going to go into the cat position where she's going to arch her back. But as she arches her back, she's going to breathe in. So she's going to bring that up, arch her back, drop her head, stretching through that thoracic spine. Big inhale as she does this. And then she's going to exhale, and she's going to push her booty out and her stomach towards the floor. That's the cow pose. Do you see how her head came out? Now I'm going to shut up, and I want her to breathe through these so you can see how to do them. Okay, so go ahead, Kim. Just like that. Big inhale as she arches her back. Big exhale as she pushes her booty up.
I was also thinking a tip, when your booty comes up on the cow, your chest shines forward, right? Your shoulders go back a little. That always helped me.
Okay, let's go through 10. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to count with my fingers. Okay, and just so we can hear the breathe, I'll exaggerate the breathing with her. Ready? Let's go. Excellent. Four more. Two more. Last one. Big deep breath in. Arch that back. And exhale through your mouth. Now, if you really wanted to make these fun, you could incorporate box breathing with them as you get stronger, so that you inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold it there for 4 seconds, and then repeat that cycle. That, my friends, was a perfect cat-cow. Give me 3 more sets of those with sound effects. All right, next up is going to be 3 sets of 10 of Russian dumbbell twists, and there's a couple different variations that we can do with these. Very, very basic is with Kim sitting on the ground, nice straight back with a little bit of a lean backwards. Okay, she's going to pick
C curve, kind of.
Yep, get that pelvis curve forward just a little bit. She can actually go weightless and touch the ground. So that's 1 rep, back and forth. Okay, if she wants to make this a little bit harder, she'll pick up a dumbbell. Slow and controlled. If you want to make it even harder, bring your feet up off the ground. Ready?
How many are we doing?
10.
All right.
So I'm leaning way back to get my feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hard to talk. 7.
That's why he's speeding up.
8, 9, 10.
When you're doing it, be sure your pelvis is tucked down to those hips.
Right.
You don't want to be pushing your abs out. Right there. Your belly button's to your back wall. Tuck down.
We should have started this by saying, consult with a physician if you're healthy enough to exercise. But the reality is most physicians are not healthy enough to exercise. So don't. Just get started.
Just do it.
Listen to your body.
Yeah. If it doesn't feel right, okay. I'm going to keep my legs down.
There is nothing wrong with starting like this.
Or with your hands.
Or just with your hands.
And practice this is going to engage your obliques, right? And it helps your spine too.
Y'all saw how much easier a time Kim had with that because her core is so much stronger than mine. I was trembling. She was just going through it like it was nothing. Okay, so we're all at different levels. There is no shame with starting with your feet
down,
flat on the floor,
and then move your C curve back more before you go to lifting the legs. That would be a good progression, I think. Yeah. Feet on the floor, straight up, just getting the motion right, like feeling your your pelvic, then
and
gradually
start to lean back. Then eventually get those feet up.
get the feet up.
That is a Russian twist. So pause the video. You got 2 more sets. We'll see you on the next movement.
Woo!
All right, this next one is challenging. If you have to do this without weight, do it without weight, because we're going to challenge your brain and your core on this particular movement. So Kim's going to make that dead bug pose. Everything's up in the air. You notice right now the dumbbell is in her right hand. So she's going to take her right leg and drop towards the floor, and her left arm is going to go up above her head. Okay, so opposite arms, keeping that dumbbell up in the air. Now come back up, transfer the dumbbell to the other arm, and repeat the opposite. That is a dead bug. So let's go. 1, 2, slow and controlled. 3.
Be sure your back stays in contact with the ground. If you can't lower your leg all the way down without your back coming off the floor, then you can't lower your leg all the way down. So if you can only go to here, because then your back starts arching, stop.
8. You can also do this without weight. You can do this with a weight in each hand, depending on where you're at. But I'm telling you, these are challenging, but this is the dead bug. It's great for core stability. It's great for brain. It is great for your spine. And 10. There you go. That's your dead bugs. Now pause the video, do 2 more sets. Slow and controlled, keep that form. And Kim's going to finish us off with a little dance.
Oh, that's tricky.
Next up are dumbbell side bends. So these are the easiest ones, the simplest ones. Our arms are down to our sides. Our dumbbells are in our hands. If you need to do this without weight, you certainly can. But we are just going to slide our arm down towards our knee.
Kind of like we did in the warm-up.
Just like we did in the warm-up, we're just using weight now.
Keep your shoulders back.
Yep. Okay, so let's get started. Shoulders are back. 1, 2.
Think of using the muscles in the side of your stomach too, right?
Yep. Draw that belly button back towards your spine.
Are you counting?
10.
I wasn't.
12. I got distracted by the dog.
That's why I was wondering.
Okay, those are side bends. Pause the video, do your other 2 sets, come back, and we'll show you what's next. Next up are Renegade rows, and there's a couple different ways to do these, but I think the most important thing here is to do them in a controlled manner. So if you can't keep your body still while doing these, you need to modify. So the first thing we're going to do is Kim is going to get into that tabletop position without weights. Okay, so the first variation of this is tabletop position, flat spine, and instead of doing an actual row with the weight, she's going to do a shoulder tap. So she's going to take her right hand, tap her left shoulder, and then repeat to each side. You notice she can do these because her body's not moving all that much. So she can progress to the next thing, which is to go into a plank position and do these. So she's going to come up, she's going to lift her hips up off the ground. She's now extended, her knees are straight, and she continues to toe touch, finger touch. Shoulder tap, that's what it's called. Obviously, she's good at these because she's not getting a lot of hip deviation here. So she's strong enough that she can go to Renegade rows. So first thing she's going to do, drop to her knees, and we're going to see if she can do Renegade rows with the weight from her knees. Look at that. Shocker, she's strong enough, right? Now she's going to come up into the plank position. This is a full Renegade row. There it is. Okay. So we're going to join you. We're going to do these together. We're going to face the camera. Kim's going to do them from the plank position. I'm going to do them from my knees so you can see. We're both going to use dumbbells. Actually, I'll probably start off with a couple shoulder taps just to demonstrate. Okay, and then I'll switch to dumbbells. Ready? So, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3. These are pretty easy, so I'm going to come up here. 4, 5, 6. Coming down here. 7. She's ahead of me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'm going to throw a couple in here for plank for demonstration. See, these are a little heavy for me. You can see me shifting back and forth there a little bit. So I would either drop weight or do it from my knees. Okay, those are, sounds like we got kids coming. Those are shoulder taps or
Renegade rows.
Renegade rows, working those core muscles, working the muscles of your back.
You sure you're feeling you're pulling your belly button to your spine? Slight. So when you're doing them,
Awesome.
and your butt cheeks are a little squeezed.
Squeeze your cheeks, people.
Make change.
Pause the video. Give us 2 more sets, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, wake up, Kim, and show us how to do the back extensions.
All right. You're going to lay face down. I like to put my hands one on top of the other, put my forehead on my hands, and you're just going to raise your back up, squeezing those muscles together, and then you lower back down.
Which muscles?
Your scapula. I don't know what else.
All of your back, all of your posterior.
Back and, yeah.
The back of your body's called your posterior, the front's called your anterior. So she's squeezing her butt, she's squeezing her spinal muscles, she's squeezing her scapula together as she goes through this. So let's just do 12 of these. We'll call that 1, 2, 3, breathing in as she goes, exhaling as she goes down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
To get advanced, you can go swimming.
That's facts. And a dance.
No dance, just posing. It's time for the finisher.
Yep, and to finish out our spine workout, we're going to do a 30-second plank. A couple different variations of the plank is, Kim, if you'll drop down to the tabletop position. For some of you who are just getting started, the tabletop position counts as a plank. Now, if that's too easy for you, lift your knees up off the ground. Go and lift your knees. That's a true plank. Okay? Or you can drop down to your elbows into this position here. We're only going to hold this for 30 seconds. It's going to be challenging if you've never done this before. And when planks get a little longer for me, I'll actually go back and forth between on my elbows and straight arm, elbows straight. So I've got a timer here. We're going to set it for 30 seconds.
Remember, belly button to your spine.
Oh, we almost set it for 9 minutes. That would have been fun.
That would have been spicy.
What was that record you set at the gym when you guys had a competition? It was like 5 minutes. And
7.5, baby.
She held a plank for 7.5 minutes, people. You know what that takes? All right, we're going to set this for 33 seconds. So in 3 seconds, 2, 1, go. Is this where we sing a song, some set music?
Just be sure you're breathing. The breathing here will make, if you like really slow and control your breathing, because the tendency under stress like this is to like start panting, but it's just nice and controlled.
Over halfway, 10 seconds left. 30 seconds. You got to be able to do this for a minute. 5 seconds. I'm starting to shake a little. There's the end.
Be sure your spine doesn't collapse. If it
Yep.
starts to, drop to your knees.
And breathe through it. She's exactly right. Make sure you're breathing. Keep that spine nice and straight. For the 90-day workout series, it is rinse, lather, repeat. If you miss
wow, rinse, lather.
you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Lather, rinse, repeat. Ready, aim, ready, fire, aim. You're going to go through these over the next 90 days, and as you do, you'll see progress. We want to hear about your progress too, so feel free to comment and let us know how you're doing.
Drop some videos to us.
Send us some videos. Hashtag something. But really, enjoy the journey. You're going to get sore. You might need to increase your protein intake. If you miss a day or two here or there, forgive yourself, move on, get back on the wagon. It's okay. Hey, you can do this. We know you can do it. And if you come out at the end, you're going to have some habits formed that will greatly enhance the trajectory of your life. So thanks for joining us for this workout. We'll see you next time.